everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Got that last minute Christmas shopping done. We got 4 more days to Christmas. I don't know where the time is gone. But anyway, this is Jennifer Bartell. I'm here with your 5 tips on how to de-depress the holidays. Now remember, this is a part of our 12 Days of Givemas, a term coined by our very own Tanisha Hall. And so today we're going to be talking about 5 tips to de-depress the holidays, but please remember to check out some of the other videos. We have a lot of wonderful videos from Candace, Monifa, Tanisha has a wonderful video on ombre lips, so make sure you go back and check those out below this post on the Watering Hole poetry page. The Watering Hole, we have our poetry retreat that's coming up in 5 days. So excited, can't wait. But we also are, we have some t-shirts. We have some t-shirts in honor of James Baldwin. We have some t-shirts in honor of Audre Lorde. I am Lord and I do Baldwin. So I'll be posting some links below very soon, so please make sure you go check out our website, go check out our shop. We have some wonderful t-shirts. They got v-necks, there's racerbacks, there's all kinds of great things there, so check those out when you finish watching this video. So before I get to our 5 tips for today, I have to issue this disclaimer, which is I am not a medical professional. I am just a regular person giving you some tips, some things that I have used for myself when it comes to the holidays. So if you have been if you've been depressed, or if you have had something going on for an extended period of time, please make sure you go and seek professional help. Okay, so these are just my 5 tips. I'm sure you guys have tips that some things that have worked for you that I may not cover today. So if you have something and I didn't go over it today, please leave some comments, please share, please start a conversation about depression or being down during the holidays, because it's a real thing and it happens. I know a lot of people are going through a lot of things right now. We have, I know on my timeline, a lot of people back home, some people have lost their parents, mothers and fathers. Some people have loved ones who are in the hospital. Get well soon, Tavis. We need you well. So a lot of people aren't happy this time of the year, and it's okay if you're not happy. And that's kind of the first thing I want to say. It's okay if you're not happy during this time of the year. But I'll go ahead and get into the tips. So my first tip is to talk to somebody, and not get on Facebook and tell everybody about your problems, or get on Twitter, or just do a messenger. Try to pick up a phone and have a conversation with someone. Like, let's try to get back to the old school modes of communication, because they're important, and it's important to hear somebody's voice when they're talking, so you can hear the emotion, you can hear what the person is saying. It's important to, when you're talking to someone face to face, having the ability to look them in their face and to see the emotion and to see what's going on with them. So that's the first thing. Talk to somebody. And it doesn't have to be a therapist. It can be a friend. It can be a relative. It can be someone you trust. But just make the effort to just have a conversation with somebody. And you don't even really have to say, hey, look, I'm sad. This is why I'm sad. And, you know, you can just talk about the weather. Like, the sun is finally starting to come out today after a very, very long time. And so you could talk about the weather. You could talk about anything, what's new in your life, what's going on. It doesn't have to be about what you're specifically feeling. You can get to that point at some point. You can get to the place where you're talking about your feelings, but you don't have to be talking about your feelings in that point at that time. And number 2 is very, very important. Don't let anybody tell you how you should feel during this time of the year. A lot of people will say, oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, it's so happy, everybody's giving. Oh, yeah, yeah. But not everybody is there. Yes, a lot of people are, you know, excited and happy and feeling the spirit, but a lot of people aren't for whatever reason. A lot of people are experiencing their very first holiday without a loved one, or they have a loved one who is sick that they can't, you know, be with, or that, you know, there's certain things that are happening in people's lives to where they can't be happy right now, and that's okay that they can't be happy. And I would say, let yourself feel whatever it is you are feeling, and don't feel bad about not having the Christmas spirit or the holiday spirit during this time of the year. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you are feeling. Okay. Now I say that and go into the third tip, which is a tip that my mother used to say to me. Which my mother is no longer here. My mother's been gone for 10 years. This year was 10 years my mother has been gone. So I've had a lot of holiday seasons without my mom and without my dad as well. But one thing my mom used to always say, you know, when you're feeling down, if you know you're crying, which crying is therapeutic. There's nothing wrong with crying, and that's for men and women. There's nothing wrong with crying. But if I would cry, she would always say, go wash your face and drink some hot tea, and you'll feel better. You'll feel better. And that's something that I do now, you know, wash my face, get some hot tea. If tea is not your thing, get you a cup of coffee, get you some hot chocolate, get you something with some type of warm beverage. I found that kind of when you wash your face, it's like a reset. It's like, okay, I got it out, I feel better. The washing of the face is like, okay, you're not erasing your feelings or your emotions, but you're resetting. You kind of, it's like your chance to take that breath and be like, okay, I can do this. I can face the day. And that warm beverage is going to give you that warm, comforting feeling to help you go on and have the strength to carry on. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is that once you have washed your face, you've had that cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever, find something creative to occupy your downtime. So for me, obviously it's going to be poetry, it's going to be writing, but for some people it may be something different. For some people, cooking is their creative thing, or if you ever wanted to learn how to knit or crochet or something like that, find something creative, something you always wanted to learn how to do. Coloring books are really, adult coloring books are really the rage right now. And there's something therapeutic about coloring. It's like coloring is fun. So just something where you can take your mind off of these thoughts that can kind of consume you sometimes. So take that time, try to do something that you haven't done before. Take that opportunity to be creative. And your 5th and last tip is get out of the house. Go someplace, do something, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Take a walk with a friend. Go out for that cup of coffee with a friend and say, hey, and this could be a friend, somebody you maybe haven't talked to in years or a while, you know, and be like, hey, how you doing? You want to go out for a cup of coffee? You know? Try to make a connection with someone to go out and do something. Go to the movies. Have a coloring book party. I don't know if that's a thing, a coloring book party. I don't know. Maybe bake some cookies. Have like a cookie party, and then have coloring books at the cookie party. That's the idea. But do something with someone that gets you out of the house, that gets you moving, get you, you know, doing something different than just maybe just staying at home and lying down on the couch. And, okay, bonus tip that kind of goes with that last tip, which is plan, have something to do every day. Like, have a plan on what you're doing for the day. I know that some days, like if I don't have work and there's nothing going on, because I'm a teacher, I'm on break right now, I just have a tendency to do nothing. And then it's like, oh, it's the end of the day, it's getting dark, and I realized I did nothing with my day. And so have a plan, even if that plan is just, I'm going to call 2 people today, or I'm going to respond to some emails. Have a plan for what you're going to do during the day. So to recap, our 5 tips are: number 1, talk to somebody. This can be a friend, doesn't have to be a therapist. Number two, don't let anybody tell you how you should feel during this time of year. Number 3 is if you have a little crying session, there's nothing wrong with a little pity party, but don't stay there. Don't stay in the pity party, okay? Wash your face, get you some hot tea, some hot chocolate, something hot to make you feel better. Number 4 is wash your, once you finish washing your face and do that, find something creative. It could be writing in a journal, it could be coloring, whatever it is that you want to do. Find something creative to do. Number 5 is to get out of the house if you can. Go for a walk with a friend, to go to the movies, do something. And the last tip, the bonus tip, is to have a plan for what you're going to do during the day so that you don't let your thoughts consume you. Because I found that when you're by yourself and all you have is yourself to face and your thoughts, is sometimes they can just overwhelm you and they can consume you. So find ways to kind of keep yourself occupied, and know that there is help. There's hope at the end. There is hope. There are a lot of people out there who are going through the same thing that you're going through. I think that we have a tendency to believe that when we're going through something, we're the only ones going through it, and we're the only ones that have gone through it in the history of time. And that's just not the case. There are more people out there who are going through the same things that you're going through than not. So make those connections, talk to people, and de-depress the holiday season, okay? So that's it. Those are your 5 tips with your bonus tip. Please make sure you check out our webpage. Check out our donate button that I'm going to put down in the comments below. Check out our t-shirts. Go to our shop. And we will be reporting live from the lake starting on December 26th, so you guys can have an opportunity to check out all of the great things that will be happening at the 2016 Poetry Retreat. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye.